welcome back to my channel. So guys, as you have already read by the title, yes, I'm gonna be talking about my struggle with COVID anxiety that I had during 2020. Yeah, 2021, it's completely different. It's the second wave and I know what actually this disease is and I know how to be prepared to fight against it. So it's completely different. But when this pandemic happened in 2020, I was completely unaware of what might be the consequences, because in my head the thing was that this is a deadly disease. In the end, this is a deadly disease and I was kind of scared, but I was not that scared that I had to develop anxiety. But you never know how your body is going to react, how it's going to take in information that you hear, so it's very important to keep your mind and your body calm. First of all, I want you all to think how you feel when you think about COVID, anything that's happening around in this world. Are you first of all angry about the situation, or are you feeling very sad that I'm not going to get out or something, or are you feeling very terrified that oh my god, I might get affected, and then if I get affected my parents will get affected, and then I just don't want to lose my loved ones as all the others are losing around me. If that is the case, people, you need to calm down, because the first two, if you're angry or sad, that chalta hai, you can manage that. But the third one that I just mentioned, the terrified one, you have to do something about it. You can't keep on developing that, because someday it might lead to anxiety. When I tell anxiety, many of you guys say that yeah, I do have anxiety, but do you have physical symptoms that are going to make you feel so miserable about your situation and make you feel so sad about your current situation, and you just think that oh my god, even though I don't have COVID, what is this happening to me? Why? So here, let me begin with my journey with COVID anxiety and help you all out how I managed to control it all by myself. So let's get started. Okay, first of all, to make this video, I have been mentally preparing myself for the past few months, I guess. Yeah, I wanted to make this video back in 2020 itself, but then I thought I might just cry or something, because that's not the point of this video. I just want to share my experience and help you guys out there if you are experiencing any of this that I have experienced. I don't know what others experience, I don't know how different it is, but I'm gonna tell you all what I have experienced. So yeah, so there was this first lockdown that happened, and the thing that was running in my mind is that nobody should get affected in my nearby area. And suddenly I got this news that one of my friend got affected, and the thing was that I met her like just a few days back. Okay, I was so terrified that गए काम से अभी मुझे भी हो गया COVID. I didn't know from how many days she had COVID, but the thing is that we were wearing masks and we did maintain a social distance even though we met. But yes, whatever it was, at that moment I was like, shit, what just happened? And I was just consoling myself, but then I did not have any symptoms, so I was just thinking it's cool, I mean it's fine, I am not affected and all. But then days passed by, and then we kept on watching the news channel, and there were so many deaths happening. So many people were crying because they were losing their loved ones for no apparent reason but just a disease. I mean, just watching all of that can make you feel so sad inside, and it can make you feel like, what if it's us next, So that fear just hit my mind so much that one day I was just sitting on my couch and I was just watching something on my laptop. Suddenly what happened was that my heartbeat increased to a level like it was probably 120 beats per minute or something. I don't know, it became so rapid. I was so scared because of that rapid heartbeat. There was no reason. That moment I was not even scared of anything. I was just chilling, sitting on my couch with my laptop. I was probably watching Netflix. But this happened, and my mom, she was so terrified that this was happening with me. I thought I had some kind of a heart disease or something, because obviously I don't know, that never happened with me. This thing happened, and then my mom rushed me to the hospital. We did all tests related to the heart, like we scanned, we did ECGs, everything, but everything was normal, because when we reached the hospital, my heartbeat had become normal, like not completely normal, but it was not that rapid. And the doctor said it's nothing to worry, maybe it's the stomach acid that has come up and it's irritating you, and that's what might have caused it. And we thought, yes, it might be that, and they gave some medicines to control the acidity of my stomach, and then that's it. I took those pills, but then I realized it did not stop, it did not go away, it kept continuing and continuing. I was experiencing other symptoms too, like rapid heartbeat caused short of breath. Okay, and because shortness of breath was a symptom of COVID, I was again deviated to that side, and I was thinking that maybe I have COVID. I mean, you can control your mind, but sometimes you cannot. It just has to think things that you don't want it to think. It's just such a yeah. And then I noticed continuous belching a lot, and because of this belching, I was like feeling shortness of breath again, and my stomach was actually, it felt cold all of a sudden. It felt very cold, as though I'm very scared or terrified. When people get very scared, it becomes cold. Yeah, even like this emoji here. Yeah, it was like that. Very, very horrifying experience. I could not do anything properly. I could not calm myself. Every single moment my mind used to think about it. And even if now someday randomly, if somebody reminds me of this, sometimes I do feel like, you get that feeling of fear down your throat. Yeah, I do get that sometimes, but now I've gathered up a lot of courage to talk about it, so I think it's okay. But yeah, that experience was really bad. And first of all, when all of this was happening with me, I had no idea that I had anxiety. I thought something was related to my heart, first of all, because my first symptom was rapid heartbeat, and then because my stomach was getting all cold, I thought it was something really related to my stomach or something. And then I felt discomfort in my throat because of this acidity that was happening in my stomach. That was also related to anxiety actually. Then after a month, when I visited a doctor, they told me that it was GERD, that is gastroesophageal reflux disease, that what I have. And they even mentioned that this disease is not common. It's actually caused by older people who usually smoke or drink and stuff. But then why was I experiencing it? That was my question. But they just gave me medicines, and I was continuing those medicines, but still it did not help. I was scared so much. So it's very, very important to take care of your mental health too. You have to keep your mind at calm. If your mind is not in place, there is no way that you are going to be healthy physically too. That is what I learned from this experience, because every time I used to read that people are getting depressed, people are getting anxiety, people are facing these problems, I used to think, some part of my mind used to think that how can people not control it? It might not be that easy, but they might be able to control it because they are themselves thinking it. But after my experience, I should say it's very difficult, but it's not impossible. You guys can do whatever you want to do, guys. It's your mind, you can control it, and that's what I want to say. First of all, if you all are having any of these anxiety symptoms that I mentioned, or something out of the box and not even related to these symptoms, you have to speak to someone. You might be feeling very lonely at home, or you don't have so many friends to talk to. You have your parents, or you have somebody in your home to talk to. Go talk to them. Just talk about what you're experiencing nowadays. What is making you feel so ill? What is making you tired? What is making you just want to not do anything at all? That is what you have to do. Firstly, you have to talk, express yourself. If you're not good at expressing, you can write it down. Take a pen, take a paper, write everything, whatever you have been feeling these days, write it. And even if you don't want to give it to someone, just write it and keep it aside. And if you are so scared that somebody might read it, write it and tear it later on. It's okay, but just express yourself and just don't keep it in your mind. That's the thing that I want to tell you firstly. And some of the exercises that you all can do to keep yourself calm, first of all, is this Balasana. This is a very, very good exercise to control your anxiety. It has helped me a lot. Also, coming to other things that you can do to keep your mind calm is that you have to meditate daily. Just calm down, relax. You can get so many meditating music on YouTube. You can get so many musics, guys, so many soothing musics. Just play the music, turn off the lights in your room and just sit. If you don't want to meditate properly, just close your eyes and take deep breaths. Okay, if you don't know the proper methods of meditating and all, you can learn that on the net too. You have so many other ways to do that. It's well and good if you can do it daily, if you continue it for the rest of your life, but at least until you get cure, you have to continue meditating, because it is going to help you a lot. Trust me, it's gonna keep your mind so calm. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna feel so good after meditating for a half an hour or 1 hour if you can make time. And also keep your mind diverted. Don't always turn on the news channel and keep watching about it. Leave it off. You know what and all you have to do to stay away from this disease, so do that, and don't focus on what the news channel is telling, how many deaths are happening. Yes, it is happening, but don't take that as a sad thing. You can instead take that as a thing that's reminding you that you are lucky to be surviving still. You know, just take it in a positive way, and then you can see so many differences around you. And that's what is appreciated in this world, not people who are really, really scared of everything. And I was that person. Even now I get scared about stuff. It's not that I have like cured completely. I don't know when it's gonna get back to me. I don't know anything. Maybe I can experience it today, maybe I can experience it sometime later, or maybe I won't at all experience it again in my life. But this was a very, very, very different experience for me, because first of all, I had these symptoms and I didn't know what I was going through. Went to every doctor, and every doctor gave me different reasons why this might be happening with me, but none of it worked. None of those medicines worked. But then later on, I searched the net and I found out that it was anxiety, because back in 2020 not a lot of people were aware of this thing, not a lot of people were talking about it. But then later, when I stopped experiencing it, I saw a lot of posts of it on Instagram, like anxiety. I was like, oh man, this is also common. Like, I should have known it before, you know, it would have been easier. And maybe I went to all those doctors because some part of my mind already knew that maybe this was anxiety. But then again, some part of my mind wasn't accepting the fact that I had anxiety, because I personally always thought of me as a very strong-minded person. But you never know what can cause to whom. So yes, that was my journey with COVID anxiety, and I hope it helped you all. And talking about the current situation, we already have vaccines. Even though I have not get vaccinated, I will get vaccinated. I have registered, so yeah, I'm gonna get vaccinated real soon, and that is going to, you know, make me a little bit more confident. But I'm not going to stop doing the precautions that are necessary. I always wear a mask and carry a sanitizer with me. It's not changed. Vaccination does not mean that it's the end of COVID yet. I hope it will end soon, because I'm very fed up of it, and a lot of you all are fed up. We know that, but yes, the thing is that even if you wear mask, even if you have a good social distancing with people, you have to do the other required steps that you have to do after you come home after a very long day. And all the people who are helping us during this COVID time, from small vegetable vendors to doctors to nurses to everybody, to cab drivers to people delivering at our doorstep, everybody is included here. Everybody of you all should do all of these steps after you reach your home, because that is how you can prevent that disease getting inside your body and infecting. First of all, steam is very important. As soon as you get home, first of all take a bath, okay, take a bath and then steam, and then do a salt water gargle, yeah, very important. And then just have a vitamin C tablet, or just have fruits that are very sour, have fruits that are rich in vitamin C, so that you can be healthy. And it is a very good antioxidant, and it is going to help to kill even the smallest nasty virus if you have it. So don't get scared that I'm telling you that you might have virus. First of all, I'm just telling you that it is going to cut it off in the beginning so that it does not affect you at all. Even if there is a little bit of it, you know, you just don't have to go through the whole procedure. So precaution is very, very better than cure. So yes, that is what I want to tell you all here. Check your oxygen, do it even if you are at home. Do exercise if you are daily at home and doing nothing. Please exercise and keep yourself fit. At least sweat it out a little bit, otherwise your body is going to, you know, get very lazy, and that might cause to some other kind of disease. So you just don't want that to happen. So yes, this was a tiny motivational video. I have been talking for like 2 hours straight. I'm gonna edit it out and I'm gonna make it in the shortest version possible, and then I'm gonna post it. If you have been facing any of these problems or anything, just do all of the things that I mentioned, and it's gonna help you calm down and reduce caffeine. I didn't mention that, I guess. Yes, reduce caffeine. If you drink a lot of coffee, please stop drinking a lot of coffee. Caffeine can increase anxiety. So yeah, that was a point that was left out. You can instead drink chamomile tea and other stuff that is going to calm down you instead of caffeine. So just don't include caffeine in your diet if you're experiencing anxiety. It's for yourself, to keep yourself healthy, because you are your priority. I hope that this video is going to help you out somehow, and please stay home, stay safe. I just want to tell you all, just stay safe. Just stay safe, guys, and do all these precautionary measures that I told you all. Please do it. That's it for today's video, and if you guys liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, this video is actually a motivational video. I love making motivational videos, so if you people enjoyed this video, please comment down and tell me that you want more motivational videos. I would be really, really happy to make these, because I enjoy making these, enjoy sharing my experiences, enjoy enlightening people. So yes, also I want to tell one more thing, that if you all are sharing a lot of COVID related posts on your stories, do it, but do it in a limit. You know, just post 1 or 2 posts which are really, really important. Just don't post everything every minute about COVID on your stories, because nowadays people who are with anxiety are also watching your stories. They might be getting very, very tensed seeing your stories. You know, you never know what you might be doing to another person. So put it in a limit. You know, I know you're doing it for a very good cause, you're doing it to spread awareness, but you never know how it might be impacting someone else. So just post the really, really important ones. That was my tiny little request. Also, if you are the person who is experiencing anxiety, you can just mute their stories. Simple option. You don't have to see people crying everywhere. You can mute those stories, and you can just chill and calm yourself down completely, so that you reach a point where you can accept these stories and just don't affect your mind. So yes, I am going to stop this video or else I'm gonna keep talking. So yes, do subscribe to my channel if you like this video, and do share this video with your friends and your family who you think it's going to help. And one last request, please keep on checking on your friends and your family so that they just don't get scared, and you help them handle this situation, because we are all in this together. And just like Israel, I think India can also beat it if we just do all these precautionary steps that I mentioned. So it's just about unity. So let's do it. Let's beat this disease out of our country, beat this disease out of the entire world. Just let's get safe, let's feel protected again. So yes guys, meet you all in my next video. Till then, bye, and do share this video with people you think might need it. So bye bye, meet you all soon.